Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Total War Rome 2, where we play as the Veneti, and actually, it is Rise of the Republic DLC. And today we continue our conquest of Italy. And as you can see, that fleet that was roaming around here and was pretty sure to take one of the cities that were under construction and all of that did actually retake Manduria because there was no defensive there were no defensive position, or the main construction wasn't converted there yet, so so they just walked in and took that. So that means we now have to retake that settlement, but for some reason, okay, now we can actually kick them out of here, and we'll see if we lose even a single unit. I hope not. Yeah, fortunately we didn't. All of our forces in the garrison did perish, but as you can see, this should be the end of Taras. Yeah, the faction is destroyed. So now, one of the biggest threats there was on our path to complete domination is no more. So now we can focus on stabilizing the conquered regions, but we still have to conquer those lands here as well, because, you know, we need to unite all of Italy, almost all of Italy. Let's see. So here are the objectives, and yeah, so we already control all the regions we are supposed to control, and now the only thing left to do is construct 5 horse trainer buildings, construct the following building: Veneti stables, and hold at least one of every strategic resource. So we already completed that, and we still need to build Veneti stables and 2 more constructions of horse trainers, and on top of that we need, let me count, 57 more units of at least Veneti Outriders. So I think this is probably the cheapest unit out of all of them that we could actually recruit. Okay, so there's that. So in order to kill some time, now that we try to meet those objectives, we can start another war with some minor factions like Croton, for example. You know, the more settlements there are under our control, the more money we get as well. So yeah, there should be no problem to deal with. Syracuse have a lot of territories as well. But okay, do we have to move, or can we move out? We'll wait one more turn before we move those 2 armies, because we need to stabilize this region first. However, there was this army, and it was going for Sicily, so I think pretty much where we need them to be. So okay, and Right, these guys are waiting to get some money so that they can recruit the units they lost. So the longsword warriors, or at least noble Veneti swordsmen. Right. So now the only thing left to do is actually attack or declare war and attack this faction. I don't think I have any trading agreements with them. I do, and they give us 915 gold each turn. So if I declared the war on them right now, our income would decrease by 900 gold. So that is a pretty significant number, but we can get it back by, you know, conquering their territories. Okay, you know what? Screw that. Oh!
Surely turned her back.
So, yeah, let's pick a balanced stance. And let's occupy.
We hunger for battle. Ready for orders.
Yeah, and they only have one more settlement, so this should be quick. And can we like recruit at least one unit right now of those noble Veneti? Yeah, we can, and we will. And we will also recruit the Equipetaris next, once we have enough gold for that. Okay, so the Widowmakers here are sitting, waiting for the orders, as they should. So now we can just end the turn. And it is too bad that we cannot really confederate with any of our allies, because they are of different culture, and thus it is impossible to confederate with them. So even if I decide basically to unite all the territories in Italy, it would basically require just declaring the war on our allies. Okay, so let's recruit those, at least one unit of those Equipetaris. Doing so, like this way, it will take forever to recruit those units, as you can see. But okay. Well, the other option is increasing taxes, and doing so would give us a lot more money, and we would be able this way to just you know, to be able to recruit those units, the ones we need for victory. On the other hand, we could just become peaceful nation now, get rid of the units that we don't need, and you know, Venetic stables, right? So this is the construction we need. Let's see, because I think that there were some constructions like this we were building somewhere, and we need those Venetic stables for that victory, at least one of those. And yeah, we need 10,000 gold for that. So also, let's check the income, well, not the income, but public order. So here the situation improves, but you know, it's not great. If I increase taxes over here, the people will most likely rebel. What about here? Okay, here the situation is stable. Here as well. Also, not so much, but still improving, because there's still provincial instability. Very safe. What about here? Provincial instability? Yeah, provincial instability. The situation is stable. Here there is also provincial instability, and we can move one of those armies right now, and we can just cross the sea over here. And what else? So this is Manduria, or Calabria, the province of Calabria. Let's check the others. Okay, so it looks like basically it is actually pretty safe to increase those taxes once more. I know people are not going to be very happy. They are not going to be happy at all. But look at that. Look at how much... Well, the public order would decrease by 8 points. But the income would increase by like 9,000 gold. Something like this. So... yeah. Let's do it. We need to increase the taxes so that we can afford so that we can afford certain things like Veneti stables, and I have to remember to upgrade those stables to that construction that is already at level 4, to upgrade it to level 5. To meet one of the requirements for the campaign's victory. Okay. I wonder what our allies are doing right now, because we have no
At your command.
common enemies anymore. Okay, now we need to upgrade this construction over here with the money we have, and also recruit one more unit of Veneti Equipitaris, Noble Veneti, and yeah, we will then later on recruit 2 more units of Noble Veneti Swordsmen. Well, there is also a possibility of turning on of like betraying our allies. This way we would like I said, unite all of Italy. Croton. Okay, we can convert those constructions. Well, we don't have enough gold for doing that over there. Okay, let's convert this construction so that we get some extra public order. And those guys are homeless now. So I think they are just going to go for Turi because there is no well, main construction there is not converted. It's not of our technology, so it doesn't provide public order. Oh, not public order, sorry, the garrison. Right, so we keep heading towards Sicily with the walkers. Now they should be called the swimmers. Ha ha. And yeah. What about Neapolis? Do we have like trading agreements? We do, and they give us 1200 gold. So that is a pretty decent amount of gold. Okay, let's end the turn because there's nothing else to do. And yeah, it will take 12 more turns to recruit those units. Now, not only recruit the units, but also build those stables. So meet one of the last two requirements for our victory in this campaign. Okay. Invasion force lands. Really? They played really dumb. I don't know why they decided to drop off over here instead of just going for Turi, which is undefended pretty much. But okay, I guess it works for me. Ambush, very good. They are going to run away, it seems. But look at that, look at how much gold we will get from releasing the captives. 3200 gold. And now we'll get even more of that. Okay, let's release the captives. And yeah, now we have a lot of gold. So let's move over here. And we need to recruit those Veneti noble swordsmen. And what construction did we need? So horse trainer. So a couple of level 4 constructions. But honestly, I think there were a couple of right, like this one over here. Constructions where it already is at like level 3. So we just need to find those. And like this one over here. And we need to do something with those 3 slots. So that the slums do not appear in their place. What else? Well, we can upgrade this construction to get some extra money. Oh, there are already slums over here, so we need to get rid of them. We can build something here as well. Let's go for culture tied. You know, construction. Okay, so now we have 11 gold left in our treasury. So not a lot. Let's just go back to Croton, the city of Croton. And let's see, it seems like Syracuse are lurking in. And looks like they are pretty much trying to... I don't know, maybe they are preparing for attack on us. And look at that, they have some kind of siege weapon as well. This is interesting. So this could be an interesting war. I mean, they are pretty powerful. Just look at that, they control all of the Sicily. So fighting them could prove a little difficult, but fortunately there is this choke point basically in those territories. So those settlements are pretty close to one another, which gives us a great opportunity to take those settlements for ourselves. And what is happening over here with this public order? Provincial instability still decreases. Okay. Right, we can still perform some, or like assign skill points. Okay, so I can either rob, but there was like this assassination. Yeah, it's over here. So I guess we can go for this instead first. And we are going to sit here now and wait with him. With them, I should say. The conquerors. But I should also probably recruit the units we lost. But all in due time. For now, let's just end the turn. And yeah, I'm pretty sure Syracuse are preparing for war against us. It looks like they expect what is coming, especially that we multiple times rejected their non-aggression offers and all the other offers.
I speak as the representative of my most august people.
Military access. Oh, look at that. So we both are of the same culture, which means, in theory, we could actually try to confederate with them, and if only that is possible, but from what I see, it is not. I'm sorry, my friend, but if you do not want to confederate, you'll get nothing in return. Okay, now we can convert this construction, the main construction inside that settlement, and right, so Cosentia now belongs to Syracuse, so Neapolis and Syracuse are at war? It looks like it. Yeah, they are. Well, Neapolis doesn't like us very much, but I guess they like Syracuse even less. And on the other hand, Syracuse is friendly towards us. Well, at least for now, until we rob them of their newly conquered territories, or basically take one of their own. And to make sure that we actually succeed on with the attack on Consentia, the settlement of Consentia here, we will move the conquerors up there as well to aid the attackers in the next turn. Okay, so now that we have Warriors of Glory over here, what can we do with them? In theory, we could backstab the vassal, right? because they have just like only like a 3 settlements, it seems. But Vyasol has some navy near to Tarchina, and we don't have a garrison there, so we need to change that. Valtuna as well also needs conversion. There are a lot of settlements that need conversion. And what else? I don't think there is anything else to be done. We can still upgrade like industry constructions to get a little bit more money, because our economy got neglected a little through time. Yeah, situation here improves a little, but we still need to stay with the great warriors in Manduria. And the walkers, or the swimmers now, are still heading for Sicily. Okay. So, I don't really know what to do with the Warriors of Glory. Let's see how much money we get out of trading with Vyasol, and it looks like very little, only 924. Honestly, it is very, very
As
tempting.
you have made the effort to meet me, I will make the effort to consider what you offer.
To declare the war on them right now. And you know what? I think we will actually do it. And okay, so I'll do a manual save. What were they called? Vyasu. Okay, and we will see who our allies will join in this war. Will it be like one of the other factions that we betrayed before? It could be like this. So they will.
The
Yeah.
priests have read the omens.
Look
and
at
there
this.
is only one course open to us now.
So,
We will
oh,
see
they are very
on the
angry.
field of
Just
battle.
look at that. Okay, but fortunately, our allies, well, fortunately for us, unfortunately for them, they joined us in this war. They sided with us. So that really works for us. And we are on our path to unite all of the Italy right now. And now that I've betrayed one of our allies, I guess I will do the same with the rest of them in due time. But like I said, in time. Okay. So, I need to start recruiting. Reinstate legacy. Revive the name of one of your defeated armies. The new army will retain all the traditions of its predecessor, ensuring its legacy lives on. Okay, that is cool. That is cool. Let's say the Howling Wolves. And we will get Veneti Equipitaris unit over them. Okay. And we will recruit Outriders. heavy cavalry. We need Outriders, heavy cavalry, or Veneta Equipetaris, right? Yeah, heavy cavalry, Veneta Equipetaris. Okay, so which is the cheapest, both to upkeep and to recruit? Looks like Veneti heavy cavalry is the cheapest. Outriders and okay. So we will, for now at least, recruit heavy cavalry units. Okay. And we are only doing this because we want to reach that objective over here as soon as possible. And yeah. So there's that. The only thing left to do is spend... Also, let's move the spy over here. Can we do anything? We could, if we had enough gold, which we don't, but we can move her further south to reconnaissance the territories. Right, and we can also pick a tradition for the Warriors of Glory, and we can end the turn. So now we will basically fight both Syracuse and Viasul. Honestly, it is pretty sad to betray one of your allies, but if we want to unite the Italy, it has to be done. Well, we've already, before I declared a war on them, we've already controlled, not directly, but we did control the look at how weak those units are. We've already controlled those territories around here. But right now we have to basically retake them, and now they will be under our control. But Viasul has two big armies which are approaching. You know what, we will move this army over there to make sure we can, like, at the very least intercept them or something. And heavy cavalry. Yeah, let's do it like this for now. So there's that. We need to convert those constructions or demolish the ones that we know we are not going to use. Okay, we don't have enough gold anymore, so we can cancel one demolition. Okay, and we cannot demolish anything else. Right. We definitely need to chase down this army, because if they just walk in here... Oh, they're... Look at this, they already dropped on the land over here, and it's an easy picking for them, because there is no garrison there. Same goes for Tachina, so I may have too rashly declared the war on them without proper preparations for that first. But in the worst case scenario, we will just retake those. And it's not very good, because Neapolis came back just in turn when I wanted to to attack Cosentia, and it looks like in order to break that siege so that I could take control of that settlement myself, I would have to declare the war on Neapolis, but I'm not going to do that. So I will waste some time, which is most unfortunate, but I will just go around the settlement of Cosentia and head towards Skilition and Terina, so that, well, the backup armies are arriving in low numbers, but okay. And we will drop the attack, launch the attack on Syracuse in the next turn from multiple fronts. Well, over here, maybe not over here, because over here we will focus on just landing in Sicily, like during World War II.
May I serve you?
So, like, I don't know, 2200 years later. So, yeah, I think that is the plan. So let's end the turn. We cannot, like, end this episode with the loss, or maybe not the loss, or without conquering any territories. I mean, we've conquered 2 settlements belonging to Viasul. Haha, look at that! So they got diminished a little. And obviously we are not going to win this battle in any way. It's just not possible. They have superior numbers. After all, superior forces as well. So yeah, we are just going to auto-resolve. We are just going to auto-resolve. They lost very little numbers. Okay, and we need to take Viasul before our ally does. This is terrible. Oh, you know what? Screw that. We will do nothing about it. Right. So, right now, we can try and attack this army. And look at that! We are defeating them with just those units, with just the cavalry units. This is ridiculous and really satisfying to see. And it's a heroic victory, can you believe that? Of course, we will release the captives, because they are our former allies. But this is just great. I didn't expect to win, honestly. Come on, release the captives.
Ready for battle.
This is just great. I honestly didn't expect to win this fight at all. Okay, so now we continue the recruitment of Equipetaris and maybe heavy cavalry, and a little bit more of Equipetaris. And we have the Warriors of Glory. We have to take Viasul now. Before Felathri would. And next we need to retake Siena. But we will see if we can reach that settlement in the next turn, or if that's just a wishful thinking. Right. Yeah, we can. I think we can actually continue the recruitment of those units over there, now that we have money. And it is also time to declare the war on Syracuse. So, is this settlement still being besieged? Let's see. Yeah, it is. And I think I'll just leave my spy over here to make sure that I have control of what is happening around there. Syracuse are closing in on Elia, which I don't really like. Even though their numbers are thin, I really don't want to be forced to retake my settlements. But I will just declare the war on Syracuse. Yeah, we will call for our allies. Whatever. And we will take a balanced stance. So yeah, Syracuse is probably the second most powerful faction right now, after us. So, well, Carthage is also pretty powerful, but Carthage just has a lot of navy. So, like, defeating them would be more difficult to manage, but it still would be possible. We are possible to do that, or capable of doing that. And yeah, because of our conquest, the public order is bad enough to start a rebellion in the next turn, which is very bad, but you know, we can live with that for now. And yeah, we still have some traditions to choose from for our armies. Like, what is this? Authority when leading army, okay. And replenishment rate increased. The Widowmakers are going to get also increased replenishment rate, and the Howling Wolves minus 4% upkeep for all land units and 2% plus replenishment rate. Okay, that works for us. Okay, and the Great Warriors, right, they are still standing there, and the Walkers are supposed to drop over here. And is Carthage also at war with Syracuse, I wonder? Let's see. Yeah, they are. So we have to make it quick if we want to conquer some settlements in Sicily. But this will be all for this episode. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And if I am to bet, I think the next episode or the episode after that will be the last of this campaign. So be sure to stay tuned to see the end of this campaign, and hopefully I'll see you next time. So see you around. Bye.